And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, my name is Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at Go Nuts for Donuts. Now this is a sequel of sorts to Sushi Go. Sushi Go is a little drafting game from Game Right Games where you would draft to get different sushi that are worth points. They made a bigger, amazing version of it called Sushi Go Party. It was an easy game where you had a handful of cards, you would keep one and pass them around. Everyone would get some sushi and you would score your points. This is a very similar thing, except this time it's donuts. And while sushi is amazing, I think we can all agree that donuts are also amazing. And so this game has a cute donut artwork. And in this game, you're just trying to grab donuts from the table by playing cards, but hoping not to get the ones that other people do. Here is how it plays. In this game, players are trying to get the most points. They're trying to get points on donuts. And there is a big deck of cards, all full of donuts, which are going to give different points. For example, this jelly-filled donut, if you have one of them, it's worth nothing. But if you have 2 jelly-filled donuts, that's total of 5. And if you have 6 jelly-filled donuts, you get 15 points. Donut holes are 1, 3, 6, 10, and 15. A plain donut's worth 1, but if you have the most plain donut cards, you get an extra 3 points. And so what players are going to do is they're going to have numbers out here equal to 1 more than a number of players. So you can have up to 6 players. This would be a 4-player game. So I could put out some cards here. We have some donut holes. We have a sprinkled donut. We have chocolate frosted donut. And we have coffee. Now the coffee is worth 1 point for every negative card you have. Chocolate frosted, if you get that, you get the top card of the deck. The sprinkled is 2, but when you get it, you have to immediately give one of your cards to another player. And the donut holes are just worth points per set. Each person has a set of cards that is going to match the numbers in the middle of the table. So I don't need 7 or 6 because we're only playing with 1 through 5. And you're all going to put a card face down, reveal it. If you reveal the same number as another player, then no one gets the donut. But if you're the only person to reveal the number, then you get the donut. Ooh, what do I get? I get Dale Donuts minus 7 points, but I can take up the 3 cards from the discard pile. All right, so that would be what I got that round. So any donut that was taken is gone, and then you're going to replace these donuts here. And any donut that was bid on, let's say 2 people said for 2, would also be gone and replaced with all sorts of different donuts. You're going to keep doing this until the deck is completely run out. At that point, you will add up your points, and whoever has the most points is the winner of the game. I really wanted to like Go Nuts for Donuts. I like the artwork. I like the style. I like donuts, right? I like the points. They did a good job at spreading these points out. Some are worth points in sets. Some of them are worth, negative points, but they give you other things. Some are worth just points by themselves. Some give you special actions. That's great. They have a good variety of donuts, and they do a good variety of things. The problem is the basic game seems flawed to me to where the point where I really dislike this game. I don't mind games where you're all trying to get something and you can bounce off each other, right? Oh, I'm going to go for that donut, I'm going to go for this donut, etc. And this game has really, you have 3 jelly donuts. You're going to be obviously going for the jelly donut. So I'm going to block you and go there, but I'm going to go there and block you, so you go somewhere else. The problem is, in this game, there's a couple problems. One is that, especially with higher accounts, 5 or 6 players, but even with 4, the chance of you crossing someone else happens all the time. All the time. And you can literally go the whole game and just get a few donuts. It's even possible, and not that far removed from reality, to get no donuts. And I cannot fathom how that is fun. Like I said, there's lots of games where you do this, where you both, you play cards, and then you go in the middle and you get something. But the problem with this is why didn't they just change it so that you got donuts? See, the thing with Sushi Go, and this game is the sequel to Sushi Go, so I think it's a very valid comparison. I'm not looking for complexity or anything in this game, but I'm looking for a way for people to not have to have no fun. That's not fun when someone is sitting there and they're constantly getting blocked. That person is not having fun at the table. And in Sushi Go, each turn you would get a card. You would draft a card. You may draft a card someone else wants. Ha ha ha, they can't get the exact one they want, and sometimes force them to take one they didn't want to take. So that was, some entertaining parts of that game. But you got a card every round. Not getting a card a lot of rounds is not fun. They have all these cool scoring donuts, and you can't get them half the time. And that's really problematic. I mean, simple fixes like, when two people go for a spot, no one gets it. But then we don't discard that card. We add more cards to that spot. And if two people go to a spot and there's two cards, if they can split the two of them, they can argue that over and keep them or something minor like that. But to get nothing consistently is not fun. And you say, well, what else is there? Well, that's really the main problem I have with the game. But since the game is that, what else can I say? Now I tried, hey, let's do negotiating. Oh, I'm going to go for this one. No one else go for that one. But I mean, you are still going to bounce off people. And even though there's one more donut than a number of players, you will constantly bounce off each other. Some people are going to like this, I suppose. I went and looked, and I see some people do enjoy the game. But the majority of people I played it with did not like it. It was just one simple concept, and that simple concept isn't fun. Sure, it's fun the idea of it sounds fun, but when you play 6 rounds in a row and don't get a donut for that many rounds, or you finally get, like, for example, you get the donut holes, and then you're never going to get any more of them because someone else is going to try to get them too. I don't know. I find that to be not an entertaining game. So Sushi Go, fantastic game. Go nuts for donuts. I'm going to have to say no on this one. Dice Tower Judgment, not fun.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door!